Hey baddies. Hey, hey, hey baddies. Hey baddies. Hey. Oh, 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 baddies. Whoa, baddies. Oh. Welcome back to the Jool Effect podcast, guys. Imagine that's a siren noise. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. What's up, baddies? Welcome back to the Pickety podcast. We're back again on another Friday, another week. Me doing this shit. This one we got a good one for you. I say we like there's more than one person here. I have a good one for you guys. If you don't follow me on Twitter, first of all, do that at JBadlands. But secondly, we already previewed what we're gonna do today, and I'm not gonna spoil it. The title of this literally says what we're gonna do, but if you didn't read and you just clicked, I'm not gonna tell you, cause I want you to be surprised. So we got something special. I keep saying we. I have something special for the podcast today. It's gonna be a good one. All right. I already tweeted last night. I was up very late finishing my script for this particular podcast because I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of things I have to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and get right back in, and I'm just gonna welcome y'all back to the fucking podcast. I already did this already, but it says in my script, so we're gonna welcome you guys back again. Welcome back if you're coming from Reddit. Welcome back if you're coming from last week from SoundCloud. And welcome if you're coming from YouTube, because I finally figured out how the fuck to upload this shit. It was a nightmare. It took me very long. And we're not going to talk about it. But I figured it out. And that's the important part. So, we're back in Adam. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Jool Effect podcast. We're back again for another week. If you did not know who I am, and this is your first week tuning in, hello, my name is Julian. I am your host here for the Jool Effect podcast, where we will be doing kind of whatever I want to do week by week. Last week we covered my favorite Black History Month movies and my favorite Black-oriented movies for Black History Month. If you're listening to me, I am a Black mask lesbian. I'm also an NSFW and SFW content creator over on Reddit. I am a voice actor. I do a lot of shit. And I started a podcast impulsively. Also because it's fun to talk. And I'm good at talking. So, this is the podcast right here. All right. We got next. My week was fine. How are you guys doing? Oh wow. That happened? Oh wow. That's crazy. My week was interesting. I had a bad beginning. Tweeted about it. Been having some very bad panic attacks lately. I know the root cause now. I'm pretty sure. Which we will not get into here. This is not the I Am Trauma Dump podcast. This is the Jool Effect podcast. But yeah, I've been having some bad sleeping nights, and then last night I have to burp. I'm really sorry. Oh god. Last night, or no, 2 nights ago, I accidentally took 3 melatonins, so 30 milligrams, and I felt like I was on the surface of the moon. I explained to my friends I felt like I was walking through Vaseline. It was awful. And that sucks because melatonin helps me sleep. So, you know how it was just a problem. I don't really have any like huge life updates for you guys other than the fact am I supposed to talk about that later? Yes, I'm supposed to talk about that later. So I'll shelve that thought for a little bit later in this intro. Next I have on my auditions, specifically because I created a link tree. Oh my goodness gracious. Julian, what is a link tree? Oh my god. Thank you, random listener, so much for asking. Okay. A link tree is it's a tree of links. Okay. And links in this, I have to make a gross noise. Oh, I have to pause. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Am I recording? Okay, yes. So, a link tree In this case, link being the internet sense, like a link to your Twitter or your YouTube. I did a link tree of all of where you can find me. So my link tree, I'm gonna just go ahead and pull it up right here. It is right in my bio on Twitter. You can go ahead and press it. It's right at the top. And it has at the top my February commission form, followed by my Reddit, my SoundCloud, my YouTube, my Throne, which that's another update. So I got approved for Throne this week. Amazing. If you don't know what Throne is, it's basically a wish list that I can make for products that I want that you guys can order from me if you choose to. I tried to I might have to change some of my tags because like I have some stuff on there that is definitely of more priority, such as like a new microphone. I want some sturdier XLR cables. Um, what is that? A laptop stand for my laptop and like a wireless mouse. Just things to make my gear, like my tech gear that I have, a lot more robust and sturdy. And those are definitely the priorities. So if you want to get me something, I would say go with the tech gear before any of the other stuff. I have some miscellaneous items in there, some gift cards. I also have one that says healing my inner child. I like toys and Legos, so I have some Lego sets in there if you want to order me those. But yeah, I got proof for Throne, which is pretty cool. And the Throne, the wish list is on my link tree. So if you want to order me something, you are welcome to. I will not protest. If you do not have the means to order me something, that is okay. That's all right. That's all right. I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be upset at all, okay? Like you do not have to. This is a choice, all right? This is I really support Julian, and you know what? I have a couple about $25 to spare. I want to get her an Amazon gift card. Okay, I will take that anytime. But if you do not have $25 to spare, or you don't want to support me in that manner, that's okay. You don't have to do that. That's all right. That's all right. It's all right. All I'm saying is that it's just there. If you're thinking about me or something, you want to get me something, you are welcome to, because now you have a list of things that I want, which I need to put a priority on that. Because tech gear is, I would say, the biggest priority right now. So that's just where we're at the moment. But next, my last one I have on my link tree is my casting call club. So it goes from I hit my mic. It goes from my February commission form to my Reddit, SoundCloud, YouTube, Throne, then my casting call club, or my CCC. And basically, casting call club is where I've been doing my auditions. I kind of touched on this last week. I'm really, really trying to turn voice acting into something, anything, just something I want to do. So I've been auditioning for different roles, whether they be animations, visual novels, podcasts, anything. I've been just auditioning for roles that I think my voice could fit. I know I have a more mid-tone, mid to low tone voice for a woman, especially if I can drop it like that. And I'm realizing that I have a lot more control over my voice and the different voices I can do, a lot more than I gave myself credit for. And it's been a big learning experience, entering the cycle of auditions, rejection. But it's giving me tougher skin because I know none of it is like hard feelings. It's not personal. People are just looking for something else. And also being able to improve on my acting in general is it's incredible. So I've just been doing that for like the past since January. Yeah, since late January, I've kind of been doing that. So these past couple weeks, I've been kind of overloading myself with auditions and stuff. And some people are making some really, really cool stuff that I want to be a part of, and I've sent an audition for. So let's cross our fingers and our toes that I don't know, your girl could be in that. Also, which that's pretty cool because if I could get a role in something, I know my supporters would show out for it, for a character that I was playing or something like that. I know you guys would support me. So it's just something I've been doing, something I've put a little bit more time, a priority into, voice acting outside of just Reddit and not necessarily just for my audios that I do. It's just been something that I've been doing. And I'm really proud of myself and happy about the fact that I'm trying to do something new. So there's that. And other than the rest of my link tree, that's all my links I got. At the bottom, I have a direct link back to my Twitter, and then I have a link to my email. This is for my business email. Please do not email me, like, not like personal stuff. Please don't do that. I please, please don't. I I love you guys. I do. I really do. But I just for business inquiries only. Please, my email's there for that. Um, if you're a director in something voice acting related and you enjoy my stuff and you want to put me in something, please email me or message me on Casting Call Club because I'm a gold member, so I'll get the message. So yes, but next, okay. Plans for my YouTube channel. This is for my YouTube listeners at this moment in time, not the ooh, those are words that I tried to speak. Plans for my YouTube channel. So this is for the people that are listening on YouTube and not SoundCloud right now. So I want to make something of this channel. I know this channel is marketed as only my podcast channel, but for the longest time, I have wanted to make commentary style videos. Very similar to if you guys are hip to the right opinion and Jay Aubrey, in that essence, in which they take a topic and break it down. I really, really want to start making content like that in however capacity. The only thing is, I am a novice when it comes to editing and stuff like that. But if anybody wants to give me some help, that would be cool. But this is also something that I kind of want to figure out by myself. I am stubborn, but also figure out by myself just to be like, I can do it. I figured out all this tech stuff for like my microphone and my interface and with all my recordings and stuff. And I'm at the point where I can tell when a problem is there and what the problem is, which is just leagues above where I used to be at in terms of fucking my tech skills. And I want to get there with YouTube. I hit my fucking mic again. And I want to get there with YouTube. I really do. Because I want to figure it out. But if you're like a tech god, like an editing video god, and you know how to do it and you know what to fucking do, then hit me up, because I won't protest. Obviously, I'm not going to protest somebody who's going to help me. But yes, if nobody hits me up, this is something I want to figure out by myself. But I do want to transform my channel into stuff for my podcast and just commentary style videos. Because it's just like the type of content that I've, I guess, been the most interested in as an adult. Because I used to listen and watch just gaming on YouTube for the longest amount of time. It was just gaming. So Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sorry. It used to be just gaming on YouTube. So I was a Minecraft baddie back in the day. I was a Minecraft baddie. I was a Happy Wheels baddie. I was a horror games baddie, which is interesting because I'm a fucking pussy. And yeah, as I've gotten older, I've shied away from such concepts and type of content. I've kind of grown out of it. Less let's play on YouTube, more let's play on Twitch. I'm very privy to Twitch streams in general. I'm a big fan of them. I like the idea of live gaming. It's super fun. But my content on YouTube, what's interesting to me, has shifted more towards that commentary. Let's talk about a topic and break it down, or let's make fun of something. Like I like Curtis Connor and like Drew Gooden and stuff like that. But I also like not as highly edited videos. So if you guys aren't hip to Amanda Beebe on YouTube, she makes some really rad stuff about any topics, mostly trending from pop culture, music. She does a lot of makeup stuff, and I don't fucking know anything about makeup, but I literally will sit down and watch her makeup videos because they're just so entertaining. Her takes on things, and she knows how to make things very entertaining, and I can tell it's just her being herself, which is the best part. Because a lot with those fucking gaming YouTubers, like, it's like, damn, you playing a character right now. But like for a lot of commentary style YouTubers, it's kind of just them being themselves, talking about a topic. And I'm a big fan of Amanda Beebe, and I always have been. So yeah, those are my plans, tentative plans for the channel. We're gonna see how it's gonna go. I really want to do this. I'm very committed. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But being able to balance videos with my podcast, we're gonna see how it's gonna go. Cause I'm very busy right now with school and stuff. But those are my plans. So we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. I cooked this week, which I'm adding this in here because I never cook, because I have the diet of a 12-year-old boy, and I'm basically the physical manifestation of a hot pocket. And the fact I cooked this week, I deserve some snaps. So excuse me, I put my phone on my desk. This is me snapping for myself right now, right about now. I'm snapping just right for myself because I deserve this, because I fucking cooked. I made garlic butter steak and potatoes. It was very delicious. I actually called my mom afterward, and I was like, I cooked. And she was like, oh my God. And it's delicious. What you do is you get a steak. It called for flank steak, which is like a thinner cut. I'm a ribeye girl. So I like ribeye steaks because I like steak with a lot of fat on it. So cut the steak into strips, okay? And then you make a marinade of, it's like soy sauce, hot sauce, and olive oil, okay? And the steak marinades in that for quite a bit of time. And then they had you take these little baby yellow potatoes. You soak them, rinse them, cut them into wedges, okay? You throw the potatoes in with the steak. They kind of get in the marinade themselves. Then you take those potatoes and you cook them. And while they're cooking, you have a little more olive oil to the pan and everything, kind of let it, all get golden brown, and the potatoes get cooked. Take the potatoes out, and you put the steak in with the olive oil and the butter. Okay, so you lay the steak out, and then you top the steak off with oregano, thyme, rosemary, more olive oil, black pepper, and like chili flakes. I feel like I'm missing something. I think I'm missing something in that. But basically, you season it, okay? But the steak had been marinating in the marinade from the beginning, so the steak is already kind of like juicy with with that sauce. You take that, throw the potatoes back in the pan, and then you sprinkle the rest of the marinade on top, so they're all like coated. It was so good, and I was so proud of myself that I made it. I was so proud of myself because I'm not a cook, okay? I always say, if I become a housewife, I will learn how to cook. I will learn how to cook if I become a housewife. If there's any girls out there, any beautiful, wonderful women, excuse me, I'm moving my mic. Any beautiful women out there, wonderful, gorgeous women who are looking for a masked lesbian to make their house butch, okay? Their studsman. I can be that, okay? I just gotta learn how to cook first, but I can be that. But this was a wonderful dish, and I'm gonna cook something else this week, cause I'm on a roll, okay? I want to be on a roll, and I want to get going. But yeah, I cooked. So yeah, okay. And next part we have, was the part that I was gonna mention last week. Excuse me, 1 second. I'm back. Okay. The part that I was gonna mention last week, well, earlier in this session, is the fact I removed all of my content from GWA. My mic was a little loud in my ear holes, okay. The fact I removed all of my content from GWA. Now, I am going to address this in this podcast, and then I don't think I'm going to bring it up again, unless it's of my own volition. So meaning this is me bringing it up on my own accord. I'm going to talk about it. And then I'm just going to let it be. Okay? Okay. So I removed all of my content from the GWA page. This was a decision I made after, I think it was last weekend. I talked about it. I released a small little audio talking about how uncomfortable and upset and disheartened I was with the news that happened last weekend on Twitter. I'm not going to get into it. And how I was considering moving my content from GWA and just leaving it up on the GWA Sapphic subreddit and also my Reddit user page. And I was asking my audience, the baddies, if it was okay, if they were okay with that. I was asking more so for courtesy. I was going to do it anyway, but I just wanted to make sure that there were people there that would support me regardless, you know? And I really received just support. And I was really happy about that. The minute the audio went up, I received just multiple messages. Julian, we're going to be here for you. Julian, you need to do what's best for you. Julian, I had no idea GWA was like that. Do what's best for you. Julian, I'm a Black listener, and I'm really happy that you're taking a stand on this. And, you know, I wanted to say something about GWA for a long time, you know. And I mentioned the idea of an alternative way that I could have content up there. And I'm in the works with something right now. Something's brewing that I really don't want to give too much into right now. Something's brewing on Twitter currently. But for right now, I'm at this crossroads. Like I said, Patreon. A Patreon. It sounds good. It does. The idea of being able to put my content through a paywall, so I don't have to worry about people who support specific fetishes listening to me and being able to, I guess, I don't want to say profit off of, but fetishize me. It gives me the heebie-jeebies, okay? But again, like I said, it's gonna take time for me to be able to fully commit to that. That's a big commitment of Patreon. So you know, you don't have to worry about major shifts on my user page or me as a content creator from now on. The biggest shift we're doing is right now just the podcast currently. So, you know, it's just gonna take some time. But yes, removed all my content from GWA. This would be the last time I talk about it unless I bring it up. But if somebody asks me, I will not entertain the topic because I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it. I did it. I talked about it on my Reddit. If you didn't listen to that, that's not on me. That's on you. So, but yes, we're going to move on now to, oh my God, they had this really cool poster sale on my campus. It was so rad. And I bought a bunch of posters ranging from some MF Doom. I bought a Tribe Called Quest poster. I got a Prince poster, and then 2 Black Lives Matter posters. I haven't yet put them up because I'm fucking lazy, but I'm very excited to put them in my room just because I'm Black and they're Black artists, and I have the burping on my fucking god. Jesus Christ. You guys are going to be like, how the fuck can she produce that noise? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I can do that. But we're not gonna mention how or why. We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on. Okay. But Black artists, especially during this wonderful month of February, bring me to my topic of today's podcast. Because one of my favorite Black artists I have discovered within the past 2 years is Miss Victoria Monét. Yes. If you did not know on Twitter, I posted about it already. There's also the fucking title to this goddamn fucking podcast. Today we're going to be reviewing Victoria Monét's Jaguar, which is her latest musical project. Came out August 7th of 2020. And it is one of my favorite albums I have listened to in the past about 5 years. It's very, very good. So we're going to go over that project. But first, I'm going to educate you if you are not hip to Victoria Monét. I find that with my audience being primarily black, a lot of people know who Victoria Monét is. But for all my whites and non-black people of color out there, hello. I am Julian. If you do not know who Victoria Monét is, I'm about to educate you, and it's good because this is a lesson that you should learn. Okie dokie. So, Victoria Monét is a singer, songwriter, and record producer. She's been in the public eye since 2008. She has a discography of 5 EPs, which account for Nightmare and Lullabies Part 1 and 2, and Life After Love Part 1 and 2. As you can tell, she's known for multiple part projects, as Jaguar is part 1 of 3, actually. So, my main point about her as an artiste, she is criminally underrated. It is, how the music industry does her is so dirty. It is just, it upsets me. For real. It's been time and time again, she's lacked invites to award shows, large-scale musical events. It's a direct mismatch in what she's been recognized for versus what she has done for the music industry, especially for modern R&B music. Your favorite song by your favorite artist? She probably wrote it. Probably. Your favorite fucking R&B song by your favorite R&B baddie, male or female? She probably wrote it or had some hand in it or maybe produced it, because she is a very prolific songwriter because she's smart. And we're going to talk about that later on. But I have this little thing in my notes called Quill of Gold, which these are just some of the hits that she's produced over the past years that she's been in the public eye. Hits such as 7 Rings by Ariana Grande, Do It by Chloe and Halle, Ice Cream by Blackpink and Selena Gomez, and then the rest of the hits are majorly for Ariana Grande because that's where she does most of her work for. She has written Nasty, Love Language, Goodnight and Go, Thank You Next, and an oldie. She did Honeymoon Avenue as well. So if you didn't know, now you know Victoria Monét has written all of those songs. And she still lacks recognition, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Because we're gonna get into her music today, and why she is just so wonderful as a musical artist, and why she's one of my favorites. I just put this in here. She's bisexual. I'm just gonna let that. we're just gonna let that marinate in there. You could ask yourself why I added that, but you already know the fucking answer. You already know the answer why I added that shit. Okay. We're gonna go back to her EPs. Like I said, today's focus is Jaguar. It's her latest musical project. As I said, it came out August 7th of 2020. It is described as a funk and R&B project with a little bit of hints of disco. And the album was a breath of fresh air in terms of music for me. Okay. I'm gonna there's gonna be a lot of times where I'm gonna say something controversial yet brave on this here podcast. And this is one of those times, especially with my views of music. I am not a fan of the trajectory of today's music, specifically rap and R&B, which are my main 2 genres. Now, I'm gonna address this. Jesus Christ, my phone made such a loud noise when I put it down. Goodness gracious. Okay. I'm going to address this. You can't hate me because these are my opinions. Actually, yes, you fucking can. I don't give a fuck. If you don't like me because I don't like today's R&B music, that's okay. I'm going to take off my bracelets as I'm speaking. But, so, my golden age of music, okay? R&B music that appeals to me is probably what your parents were listening to. My friends always make fun of me because they're always like, let's play a game. Julian, play a song from the past decade. And it's always a struggle Because, and this is just my truth, I'm just speaking my truth here, guys. This is just my truth, okay? I find with music, especially R&B, for me, when I am trying to look for new stuff, I have to go to the past rather than the present. Um, there, hello, garbage truck. There's rarely an artist out right now that's making music right now that I am like excited for each release. I follow on everything. Like even with when it comes to Chloe and Halle, I would say I'm a casual fan. Casual maybe going on like good fan. I am nowhere near a super fan. Nowhere near a super fan. Um a lot of my top artists, my number ones, the artists that I love to listen to, girl, they're from like 1990. They're from like 1990 or the early 2000s, or they don't make music anymore. Like it's just I find it easier to go to the past because the paradigm of R&B and rap music shifted, okay? Genre blending, which isn't a bad thing. We're going to talk about genre blending when it comes to Jaguar today. But genre blending when it comes to R&B and hip hop music began in the 1990s, okay? It did. But I generally enjoy the sound of 1990s rap and hip hop, even if it's more of that kind of lowrider West Coast kind of thing. You know, you think about Mariah Carey's hits from the 1990s and stuff, and her early 2000s stuff. You know, it's definitely more of that West Coast sound, that more chillaxed sound. That's very appealing to me. Now, because the paradigm shifted for music, especially for hip hop, and what is good today, the genre blending of R&B and hip hop does not satisfy me because I am deeply unsatisfied by hip hop music nowadays. Deeply, because to me, it has lost a lot of its substance. I feel as if trap music in general is a large part in cathartic feelings. It is more so for the vibes rather than the lyrics, which is the most important part to hip hop to me, in my humble opinion. That is why I enjoy earlier hip hop, because the emphasis was more on, okay, what are they saying? You know, you listen to the beat and it's hard, but what are they talking about in the song? It doesn't even have to be about something deep, but is it clever? Are they using some sort of metaphor? Is it a very, very obscure reference? Do you have to look up the lyrics and then you read it back and you go, oh shit, that was a good bar? You don't have that anymore. Things are just so ABC. It's so simple. And that's why I'm just very dissatisfied with the general sense of R&B and hip hop blending, because I don't really like hip hop music. So when they start blending the two together nowadays and they bring in those trap beats, they bring in the hi-hats and they bring in the sub bass, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa there, what going on? What going on today? Oh my goodness gracious. I don't like it. It's hit or miss, honestly. There's some songs and I'm like, this is fire. This shit fucking bums. But there's a lot of songs that I'm like, this is mid. Like, it's okay. It sounds like everything sounds the same. A lot of shit sounds the same. People sound the same because everybody's being produced by the same people. And everybody's making the same beats. And it sounds the same. So that's why Victoria Monét, when I first got I sniffed Jaguar in the air. When I first smelled it, its scent. When I first hit that shit, I was floored. I mean, she created something I had never really heard before. And this is R&B music. You know, this is straight up R&B music, and it sounds old school. A lot of these songs have just this vintage kind of nice feel to them, and it makes me wish I'm back in the 90s and stuff. And like she just created 9 very, very, very unique tracks on this EP. And it is just, oh, it's so good. It's so good. So we're gonna get into Jaguar. We're gonna talk about the album. Let me pick back up my phone. We're gonna talk about the album. Like I said, this musical project, it's absolutely phenomenal, y'all. It's fucking phenomenal. And really quickly, if you are a fan of today's R&B, and I don't like one of your baddies, okay? If you're a Kalani girl, if you're a SZA girl, if you're a, who else is, Summer Walker, okay? You ride very, very hard for them. And I don't really like one of their songs. I'm really sorry, okay? I'm really, really sorry. But these are just my musical opinions, all right? I know me saying that a lot of today's R&B music is mid is very, very brave, okay? Okay? And I'm very sorry. But I can't help that I am stuck in 1994 and 1997 listening to D'Angelo and Erykah Badu and Maxwell, and I fucking scream Jill Scott and Macy Gray. Like, I cannot help what I like. And the fact of the matter is, jazz has kind of whittled out with an R&B, and the neo soul movement of music during that time was all about R&B and jazz together. So of course I'm not going to really like today's hip hop. It's not in the cards for me. All right, it's not in the cards for me. If you're going to come for me, that's fine. That's okay. I can take it. You know what? It's going to be fine, because the common denominator here is that we both like Victoria Monét, and that's why you're listening to this. Okay. So we're going to get into Jaguar. We're going to get into Jaguar. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to go through the track list. I am going to talk about my thoughts, my feelings, and what I think this adds to the album as a whole. I'm also going to probably describe very, very obscure things as to what the song made me feel. I have a very, very active and wild, I have to burp again. Excuse me. I have a very active and wild imagination, okay? And sometimes that bleeds over into what songs make me feel. So if I start describing something to you and you're like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this bitch talking about? I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. But we're gonna get into it. We're just gonna talk about it. Okay. We have the track list. We're gonna start the album off. If you already know how the album goes, you already know what the first track is. We're going to start it off with the first song on Victoria Monét's Jaguar. Is called Moment. This song is so hot. Oh, wow. It is sexy and hot. The violins, the atmosphere. Okay, this song feels, I was talking about obscure references. This song feels like those parts in like dance crews and like, for some reason, all of Lady Gaga's like fucking choreography, when the crew and all the dancers become like an amorphous blob of people, okay? And they start like all grinding and touching on each other, and they're like pretending to like orgasm and stuff. Like, that's what this song feels like to me. It's like when they start all like grinding and they just like that fucking part in Alejandro, Lady Gaga's Alejandro, the fucking music video where she's like, that guy like grabs her tit. Like, that's what this song fucking feels like for me. Just not that specific, but that feeling. That's how that's how it feels for me. Okay. This song is sex. I love that Victoria Monet invented sex. It's her vocals. Wow. Are gorgeous. Okay. And they pass above the beat with this just ease and clarity. Okay. When the song begins, the first words, pardon, I hit my mic. They almost feel like they just touch down into your ears. Like she descends to sing the song to you. That's how it feels to me. And here's the thing is, Victoria Monet, she's primarily a songwriter, okay? She can sing. I don't think she has the best voice, but she knows how to make songs and write music that she's gonna sound fucking good on. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, because I feel like some artists don't know how to write music that's gonna complement their voice. I feel like sometimes I'm not going to talk about this artist because I'm going to get fucking flamed. But I feel like sometimes specific artists, they have better expectations for their music and their vocals than they think. I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to talk about her. It's a her. I'm not going to talk about her. But I feel like sometimes artists don't know themselves. Or another person is writing their songs and think they can sing something and they can. Victoria Monét, that is not an issue with her. She clearly knows her voice and what she can do and what she can sound good in, because she sounds damn good in Moment. I mean, the song, like I said, it sounds, she just descends down to sing it to you. It is so floaty. You know, you almost enter this dream-like state when you start listening to it. It's fluid. You know, it just, the song begins and, oh, God. Like I said, this beat in this song, it's slower, okay? It's a slower beat. But the drums are very, very punchy, and they stay in your mind. It's a simple melody, but it ties the song together very beautifully. The drums and the melody, it doesn't need to be any more complicated because the voice is making up for the simple beat. I think, in my opinion, if they tried something different with the beat, if they tried to, I don't know, amping it up, speed up the tempo, if the song was any faster and any more complicated than it is, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It is perfect and beautiful as it is at the tempo that it is with the elements of the song. She added it as it is. I wouldn't change a damn thing about this song. Then them synths. Fucking synthesize. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. They bring back that euphoric, that floaty feeling, okay? This song, it makes you stop in your fucking tracks. The amount of times I have played this for one of my friends, like in the car or something. I play this at a party. And in the car or something, and I fucking stick my little phone in or some fucking shit, okay? And the song begins and that first drum beat hits. I've had multiple like friends look at me and go, "Oh my God." And I go, "I fucking know, bitch. You think I don't fucking know?" Do you think I'm not aware? Like, I'm aware of what this song is. It makes you stop. Like, especially when her voice comes in, it makes you stop. When I first heard this album, I sat up. It's a song. You have to stop. The earth shifts. You have to stop. You have to sit through the song and just feel it until the chorus, because when that chorus hits, oh my goodness, it is such a beauty to listen to. The chorus blends together and brings back the warmth from her voice right into your ears, okay? The chorus, it makes you feel sexy. Yeah. And she ad-libs as the music continues, and you cannot help but gyrate and move as she's doing it, because it's just like, you can't help it. The song is too sexy. It just has, like I said, it has this dream, like, kind of in a trance feel to it. You feel transported to another realm, another dimension of just sexy people, okay? That's what the song makes me fucking feel. She is completely silky fucking smooth. This song is completely silky smooth. This track is like butter. Oh God, like molasses. It is just smooth and thick, and it is an excellent choice for an opener on the album. Typically, an opener is supposed to grab your attention unless you've established like a theme, like how Ariana Grande does, like interludes for her intros to her albums and stuff. Moment, it doesn't just take your attention, okay? It doesn't just grab. It fucking grips your damn chin. Okay, has a vice grip on your fucking chin and forces you to look at it in the goddamn face. That's what this fucking song does. It is a phenomenal inaugural track for the album, and it sets the pace for the other 8 songs with the highest of expectations. The highest of expectations. Because if this is how the album starts, if you're listening and you hear Moment and you're like, this is how the album starts, you're like, damn, what the fuck are the other 8 tracks gonna sound like? Because she starts with this. Like, that's how good the album is. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm getting very excited. But, yes. So, we're going to move on now. But that was the first track. That's Moment. It is... Ooh, it's so good. I hope me talking about the album and the song, if you've already heard the album, I hope my descriptions of the songs make sense. And if you haven't heard the album, I hope my descriptions make you want to listen to the songs. Okay. So the next song, second track, is Big Boss. It's an interlude. Okay. This interlude, I talked about Silky Smooth in the past track. This interlude is expensive and rich, okay? It drips of gold and decadence. The production phases from ear to ear, and it keeps you on your toes right before her vocals come in. Because the vocals, oh Lord, like I said, she just knows how to sound really, really, really good on her songs. And she knows how to write to accentuate her voice in the most beautiful way. Harmonies galore on Big Boss. Harmonies galore. They combine in this ultra smooth amalgamation of vocals and ad-libs, and it's phasing, and the voices blend together with an ease that makes the song continue to have that flighty and that floaty feeling, because it translates from Moment to Big Boss. The feeling, it blends, and it what is the word I'm trying to look for? Translates, yeah. Transitions, yeah. It's a really, really valid interlude as the song continues. Now, once again, I'm about to say something controversial yet brave. Okay. Frankly, I have grown to understand and appreciate the value of this song's worth, because this song used to be my only skip on the album. My only skip. The only one. Sometimes I need years to let something grow on me. Sometimes it takes months, but sometimes years. Because I recently listened to it. Just popped it in, listened to it, and I like this song a lot. It just clicked. I liked it. I was like, damn, like I get it. I know why. I know why it's there, and I know why it made the album. Because for the longest time, I was like, I know she got something better in that damn studio. I know she cooking up something better than Big Boss. Because I didn't get why it's on the album. Now I fucking understand. It's like it continues the themes from Moment, and just, you know, the lyrics are just, they make you feel very expensive. You know, the song is about a lover that she wants to make feel good and expensive. You know, she keeps repeating, I want to make you feel like a big boss. $1,000 bill. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, come on, baby, like, feel good for me. And it's like, okay, damn. I think it's a perfect choice at position 2 on the album, second position, because it establishes the precedent that the album is going to have interludes. Going to be like a Janet Jackson moment where she's going to have interludes in between really, really good songs. And I think Big Boss was a good interlude to have, because there's another interlude that's coming up later down in the track list. And I think if their positions were flipped, the album wouldn't flow as beautifully as it does. Because Big Boss, even though it's a completely different song than Moment, it flows really nicely into one another. Each track just goes to the other very nicely. If this was the other interlude, it would not have the same flow, because the other interlude has a very, very, very different feel to it. An extremely different vibe. It's setting a tone shift for the album as a whole, and I don't think it would fit in the same spot. So that's why Big Boss is at number 2. And it is a great song, which I didn't think it was for a long time. But it's a great song. Okay, we're going to move on now. We're going to go to track number 3. Oh my God! Oh my God! Dive. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Wow. Pussy eating severed. Oh my. I tried to speak. Pussy eating never sounded so fucking poetic before. Yes, this album is about This song, can I speak? This song is about cunnilingus. It's about the female orgasm. It's about those wonderful feelings when somebody is down south and just putting in work, okay? If the lyrics, I want to see what your head game like, weren't obvious enough, Monet makes a plethora of references to wetness, the ocean, being lost at sea. Her cleverness as a songwriter really, really shines on this particular track. The song is gorgeous, first off. It's mid-tempo with this perfect drum pattern again. Once again, nothing too fancy. The second the chorus comes in. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And it's simple, the first chorus. But the second chorus, she gives it a little twist, okay? She adds in these horns, okay? I think they're trumpets, these trumpets that come in. And it just gives this song this sort of like jazzy R&B vibe, which is my vibe. And this song, it just ascends that the different level of quality and goodness because of the attention to details that she has. Now, let's bring back the effects, attention to details in the song. There's bed squeaks. Bed squeaks that are on beat to the music. And yes, those kind of bed squeaks that symbolize what you're thinking of. Her vocals shine when the chorus hits, okay? There's more gorgeous harmonies and ad-libs. The floaty feeling is extended again. However, there is a tone shift. The song is extending that dreamlike state, but it has a little bit of something else to it, which we're going to talk about in these next tracks. So I think this song, why I enjoy it so much, because it, and this is just me, this brings up a point in how Victoria Monét has been able to write sex in her music. She writes sex in quote unquote the right way for me. It's not crude, it's poetic. She leaves something to the imagination whilst also talking about something extremely vulgar. This song is nasty, but she tells the story in a rather gorgeous and beautiful way that it's like you have to read the lyrics to be like, oh my god, she's talking about getting her pussy ate. Like, yes, girl, like, yes. And it's just, it's the blend of this the topics along with this really, really smart songwriting, completely reminiscent of old school R&B. It brings back the metaphor and these very successful writing techniques that add a depth to the song so as to not make it so obvious what it's about. That's what I love about this track. It's dirty, very, but it's dirty in this poetic sense and a very thought-provoking manner. She's quite literally talking about receiving head, but does it in a gorgeous way. And this is a trend to her music, with sex written this way. And this is a main reason why I don't appreciate today's rap, because and old school rap, because that shit is so fucking crude, because it's primarily by men, but it's very crude. Like, I know it's trying to add that shock factor, and that very machismo, macho man, like, you know, flex culture. Like, I get all the bitches and I fuck them and that kind of stuff. But wouldn't it be so wonderful if you said that in a better way? Like, it just that's another reason why with today's R&B, sometimes it's just a little bit too on the nose for me. Like, make me guess. Like, is she talking about that? Like, fucking Sweetener by Ariana Grande. I like the way he licked the bowl. That's nasty as fuck. But you had to really, like, think about it. You know what I mean? You had to think, and that's why I like that song so much. Like, the metaphor and everything, it's thought-provoking. You're like, damn, like, what? And you're like, oh, this bitch is disgusting, but in a good way. You know, that's what Dive is for me. It's an awesome third track to the album, but it does bring a slight tone shift. We're going to talk about it right now. The tone shift, this album, though we're in a very dream-like, floaty sense right now, we're exiting because we're about to hit the groove section of this album, okay? And this is beautifully orchestrated and set up by this next song, the fourth track on the album, which is We Might Even Be Falling in Love, which is the second interlude. How the fuck did she make this interlude this fucking good? How? How did she do that? How did she do that? I'm blown away by the artistry and expertise of this particular song. We might even be... This song is so fucking good. This song is so good. It has this chunky ass bass line with this really, really sweet guitar riff. And instead of floating, we're sinking, baby. We're sinking down into a depth of funk and rhythm that, like, you don't even want to fucking come out of, okay? This song is so good. So good. But the only down part, it's 52 seconds. 52 seconds? You're going to give me a song this good and only make it 52 seconds? That's a crime. Crime. I am so upset. 52. That is all we get. The vocals, they soar above a more robust and active beat. That's how I would describe this. Because, you know, rather the beats beforehand had been very simple. You know, she's shining. The lyrics are definitely the focal point in her voice. But now we've reached the rhythm section of the album, the beginnings of it, and the beats are going to start to get more complicated. They're going to start to be more beats that, you know, your body's going to start to move to and your head's going to start to bop to, and you can't help but start to move with her. And it's fucking amazing. The bass line just choke slams your ears, okay? Your head is bopping to the song before you even fucking know it. There's just a sheer intensity to the rhythm of this beat and the songs that have to follow. You know, your mouth, like I said, your head is bopping to the song and your mouth is forming that stank face with that universal feeling like this shit is hot. You know what I'm talking about. When you hear a song that's really good and your face just starts to, oh shit, you know, you smell something fucking bad and it's like that nasty feeling. You're like, oh, this song is fucking good. This song does that to you. Stank face fucking acquired. This song does that shit to you. Like I said it again, but this song is fucking incredible, amazing. It's a great second interlude and a further shift as the album grows more into this depth of funk it's established. The trend blended and shifted with simplicity and elegance. Each song has grown into another, okay? Grow to the next and add something to the last. The song, despite being only 52 fucking seconds. 52, bitch. It will always leave you wanting more. Every time, you know, Victoria Monét tweets or something, or people talk about her, I hear people talking about how they wish she would release the full version of the song because it's so good. Because how are you gonna make it only 52 seconds? My God. But that is We Might Even Be Falling in Love, and it's great song, great fourth track. All right, fifth track, Jaguar, self-titled tracks. Now I have this thing about self-titled tracks. I feel like they always have a little something special to them. And this fucking track is no goddamn different. Jaguar, we are completely funkified now. Completely. We're in a fucking rainforest, bitch. The sounds, this song, especially the video, the music video, atmospheric. She transports you. We were in the rainforest for a fucking moment. Bitch, we're back. Okay? We're fucking back. Oh God. Jungle goodness and sex. I said it. I don't know what that means. I don't know. But I said it. Because this album and this song, oh Lord, oh my goodness. This fucking drum beat, how can you not dance? Is the real question. This is a test. This is like the like a humanoid test in like those fucking sci-fi movies. If you play this song and somebody doesn't start dancing, they're not a human. That's a robot or an alien or a lizard person or whatever. It's not a human. Because this beat is gonna make you want to dance. It doesn't matter. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you don't dance. You're gonna dance because it's too damn good. Okay? That snare in the drum beat, snappy, and it has this sizzle to it. Oh, it's so good. And the kick drum fucking plunges your ears with this suave. Like I said, your head is bopping, okay, and emulates the beat before you even fucking know it. And the chorus, whew, it is so catchy. It's flying above the beat with this speed, okay? And she's eloquent as she speaks. Her pronunciation and her words is really, 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 really something to be admired for, adored for, because she speaks with a lot of clarity in her music. And it just ties together this song in this really, really catchy and groove-worthy charm. Another thing with the chorus, because the words are so fast, it makes you want to learn what she's saying. Because the first time I heard the song, I was like, what is she saying? And you learn it, and then you get to say it along with her, and you're like, shit. Supersonic pussycat, just like a Jaguar, silky black, so let me climb your wood like that. You got 9 times to compete that. Like, you want to say it. Okay. Next. The bass line. Oh my God. The bass line. Oh, chunky, thick. This thing rattles your skull. I'm a bass head when it comes to my R&B, especially if it's got some rhythm. Just some examples: Tina Marie Square Biz, Forget Me Nots by Patrice Rushen, and also Never Too Much by Luther Vandross. All very, very, very distinct and famous bass lines. My fucking Sony headphones are bass boosted because I like that shit to rattle me, okay? And this song is no different. The bass line holds this fucking song together. It grips the drums like a steady hand and really helps captivate the beat to the audience and create such a distinct rhythm. The bass line in Jaguar, it goes and goes and goes. Oh my goodness, it's so good. The production on this song is absolutely ludicrous, absolutely insane, and it begins with an acapella. How did you do? How did you? Oh my! It begins with an acapella. Like, it starts and you're like, okay, where's it gonna go? And then the beat comes in and you're like, oh my God, that's where it went. Like, fuck, oh my God. I got very into it there. Sorry, I got really into it. Okay. Despite the robust beat, despite the active beat, the vocals still shine. She doesn't have to lift as hard with her words and her vocals. The beat speaks for itself, and it really handles a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to the songs. But I have to say, the blend that she has with her voice in the chorus on Jaguar, whoo, it's some of the best music I've ever heard in my fucking life. This song bumps, okay? Fucking bumps. We are fully in depth now in the more groovy and deep part of the album. It's not as floaty and euphoric. It doesn't have that dreamlike sense. We're deep in that funk and you want to dance now. The songs are on the attack, okay? They're making your limbs move for their pleasure, okay? You're not in control of your body, all right? Your body is just doing it for you. You know, like I said, the songs are on the attack. They're on the offensive. They're taken and fucking making you want to dance because, oh gosh, these songs, these groove-worthy songs are so good. But Jaguar is an amazing song. It's so good to dance to, and it's even better to sing, especially when you know the really, really fast part at the chorus. Can you tell I really like this song? Because I just fucking ran around my whole goddamn... Oh, so good. So fucking good. But we're going to move on now. We're going to move on now to yet another hit. Oh, this next song, the sixth track, Experience, with Khalid and SG Lewis. Oh my God. Oh my God. This song is so good. This is like, if you ever seen that one fucking clip in Family Guy where fucking, what the fuck is her name? The bitch in the fucking purple dress, Joe's wife, and they have like Thanksgiving dinner, and she's like, Lois, this food is so fucking good. That's like how I feel about this song. Like, Victoria, this song is so fucking good. Like, that's how I feel because it's so good. Oh God, one of my friends, when I played this song for them, they said this song reminded them of Mario Kart in the best way. And honestly, I kind of see it, because the song begins with this beginning synth, and it takes the track to this really playful and joyous start. Okay, and you're like, okay, where are we gonna go with it? Where are we gonna go with it? And honestly, kind of sound like hyper pop at the beginning, but then the bass comes in. Bass, bass, bass. The chunky. Oh, that bass is thick. She robust. She eating good. That bass is eating good. And this song, roller skating. Roller skating. You have to do it. You have to dance. This is a roller skating. This is a dancing partners song. This is a groove. I'm at the club and I need someone to dance with at this moment, or I think I might fucking pass out. This is that kind of song. Dancing to this with someone who has rhythm. Like the body rolls, the hips, the grinding. Ooh, my goodness. It would hit so hard to this fucking song. And the drums, they come in punchy, and I mean, they're really, really fucking hitting in this goddamn song. And here comes the disco element to the album. This song is that disco element. It brings back disco, and it brings back with this black flair. If you guys didn't know, disco music was created by black people, just like most musical genres, but it brings back with this black and very R&B disco flair. And like I said, them drums are punching. Like, you are dancing to this song. I don't care, you're dancing. It brings this very interesting point to the album. This wonderful genre blending expertise and extraordinaire that Victoria Monét is. Once more, this song is playful, it's happy, it's to have fun to, and it feels like that. It's to have fun. Like, the song feels like fun and happiness and a good time. And it's so incredible how music is able to translate emotions to individuals. Because if you're sad and you hear this song, like, you're gonna be fucking bopping. Or if you're happy and you're hearing the song is gonna make you happier, because it has that emotional grip, because it's so beautifully constructed. It's amazing. Hello? It's amazing. It's positioning. I combined the words on the album too. There's no way this song could have been after Moment. No fucking way. There's no way this song could have been at the beginning of the album with the themes expressed at those inaugural, those two beginning tracks. They're too floaty. They're too dreamlike. They're too much of that kind of euphoric state. This song is where it is because each song has added to and grown into this groove and really harsh rhythm section of the album. We had to, in a sense, build to this song because there's no way this song could have been after Moment. If Moment began and this song started, and then she's trying to tell a story with the album, I think the story would be lost. And it's not. The story's not lost because it's not right after Moment. It's 6th on the album, and it's really perfect at 6th because this is the conclusion of the rhythm section of the album. This is the personification of rhythm and beats and these hard drums and this thing that makes you want to dance and stuff. Like, this is that song to do it to, and it's 6th for that reason because you had to build to it. Okay. Once again, its placement is absolutely perfect because after this, there's another tone shift. Now, in this song, there's a feature. Khalid. Okay. Now, I have opinions on Khalid. I don't like his music. It's okay. I know. I'm sorry. I don't like his music. His voice is cool. But in general, not a huge fan of his music. But here, he doesn't take away from the song, all in all. He does not take away from this song. Regardless of my opinions on him and his music, I cannot complain. Victoria Monét is carrying, but Khalid isn't making that weight harder for her, basically. He doesn't add to the song. He doesn't take anything away, though. I think she could sing the whole thing solo. Yes. But he doesn't make the song worse, you know? First time I heard the song, I played it out raw, beaten. The song was a whore. Oh my God, when I heard it, I had to just keep listening to it again and again and again. And I played Jaguar all day yesterday when I was preparing for this review. And I just had to keep getting up and fucking dancing. I went and got tea, and I was walking down the street, and the song came on, and I was literally, like, dancing on the street, like that fucking scene in Spider-Man when Tobey Maguire gets his fucking powers, and he's, like, pointing at people. Like, that's how I felt. It's just so good. It's a fucking hit. It's a fucking hit. And we're gonna move on. Seventh track. Ass Like That. Now, with the title of this song, I'll ask my brave audience, what do you guys think the song is going to be about? You are correct. It's about ass. Wow. It's about ass. Tone shift, as I said, from the previous song, we're slowing down, okay? It's less high energy and more so the blend of the two elements to the album that we've established. The track is the blend. The beat carries this song, okay? It's just this little kick drum loop that repeats with this gorgeous riff that comes on later. It transforms the song into this very vintage and soulful adaptation. The song doesn't really have depth. I mean, she's talking about her ass and how, you know, he want to know how she get her ass like that. Like, she be squatting and shit. But sometimes songs don't need to have depth all the time. They don't, which is why a lot of people like trap music, because there's no depth. Sorry, was that a read? You know, sometimes people just need some songs just to fucking dance to or to just listen to. And this is one of those songs. It accomplishes a blend of the two elements, as I previously said. Once more, these glorious harmonies return. They bring back that dreamscape and floaty sensations from the initial album tracks. And the beat keeps pace with the previous song. So it's combining the more robust rhythm section of the album with that dreamy, floaty-like sensation that the initial tracks had, and creates a blend and amalgamation of two elements to create this wonderfully harmonious and catchy song that has you singing. When you hear the chorus, you want to know how she get that ass like that, how she get that ass like that. He wanna know, like, it's so good. Also, I think the concept being an 80s glutes workout is absolutely killer. The song, it did have to grow on me though. It didn't grab me. It wasn't an auto skip. This wasn't a big boss when I first heard the album, okay? But it did take time for me to sit down and actually appreciate the artistry of this particular track. Mostly my friends keep talking about the song to me, and they're like, you don't like ass like that? That song is so fucking good. And I kept listening to it again and again and again and again and again and again and again, and then I was like, oh, this song is good. This song is good. So it took a minute, but it is very beautiful, and it is a beautiful transition to the ending tracks on the album. The next track, 8th track, second to last track on the album, is Go There With You. Okay. Guitar. Chunky bass is back, met with the floaty sensations, blending again with her vocals. Monet's vocals shine. Oh, her tone is crisp. The lyrics hit you. The cleverness, sly remarks, and storyline she adds to the songs is further personified in her voice, okay? The chorus is very clear. The title. She doesn't want to fight. I don't want to go there with you. I want to fuck. Like, we can handle this in a different situation. Like, I don't want to fight you. And it's very clear in her voice and the utterance of how she speaks and how she's singing. She mentions fucking Fortnite, and the song isn't bad. She says we picking fights like it's Fortnite. And it doesn't ruin the song. Like, that takes talent in its own, okay? But the main focus of this fucking track, this guitar riff that is in it, it is sexy. Almost drawn out. And it's a bit desperate with the sizzle of it, especially on top. It's very deep and it rattles down your spine and makes you tingle, okay? It's such an effective riff for this particular song. I couldn't imagine a more lively, kind of floaty riff. Like, you needed something with a little bit of dirt in it, to really accentuate what the song is giving. Oh my goodness. And the riff is combined with these mid-tempo drums that keep up with the guitar. They fuse into this very sexy, rugged, and eye-closing melody. This song does make you want to close your eyes and just take in what she's saying. The melodies blend with beauty in a song about a rather tumultuous relationship, which is sometimes that's just how it is. You gotta listen to the lyrics of the song to realize that it's not necessarily happy, but the musicality is just, it brings you to a different realm, man. And don't even get me started on the fucking guitar solo in this goddamn song. You have to listen to it for yourself. If you haven't heard the fucking guitar solo and go there with you, listen to it right now. Pause my podcast and fucking play it on the YouTube machine or the Spotify machine or the Apple Music or whatever. If you're fucking using Pandora, okay, go fucking listen to it and come back, okay? So you fucking know what I'm talking about. But you gotta listen to yourself. Listen to it for yourself and just bask in the genius and sheer intellect of Miss Victoria Monét. Okay. We've reached the end. 1 hour and 16 minutes in. I'm gonna be talking for some more. We've reached the end. Oh my God! The last song on Victoria Monét's Jaguar, Part 1, is a song by the name of Touch Me. This song is so good, and it's for the damn gays because she's using she, her pronouns for her love interest. We fucking won. We won. There aren't many songs that I give perfect the description for, okay? But this might be one of them. Vocals are shining here. Shining. I mean, oh, wow. Complete clarity with the basis of seduction and longing for this woman. Monét's want is searing in her goddamn voice. The chorus? I mean, you gotta close your eyes and just let it hit you. There's just these layers of vocals that come after one another. A shifting beat with a drum pad that's pulsating and throbbing. Everything about this song is screaming sex, wanton, titillation. Okay? And these lyrics, come on now. Come on now. She is singing about sex right. Okay? It's not crude. It's beautiful. Practically a serenade. A remembrance of the last time these individuals have touched, kissed, been inside of one another. The longing, this song is just a main and absolute manifestation of that. How she is desiring and wants those feelings again. It's so clear. The musicality that follows. The beat pumps when it needs to. It settles and repeats. The rhythm is steady and keeps up with the vocals that sound absolutely heavenly. And I mean, she really sounds good on this song. Like, she really, really sounds good on this song. Okay, and that's my thoughts on the original version. There is a remix, okay? There is a remix. Oh boy. Oh boy. The remix features Kehlani. And knowing my thoughts on R&B music in general, I think you can guess how I feel about the remix. But it's not for that particular reason. I don't like the remix because I don't like how remixes are approached in today's music. Quite frankly, the remix is the same song with an added verse. And then just some ad-libs together for the last chorus. I was severely disappointed. But that's just the trend with remixes today. You know, you know who fucking could do remixes back in the day? Fucking Mariah Carey. Her ass, you changed the whole song with the remix. That's what she used to do. The melody, if something similar, she might take an element of the original beat, but the entire song was different. We don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore. Remixes are now just added verses. It was like the same thing with Ariana Grande's 3435 with Doja Cat and Megan. Like, I don't really like that remix because it's just two added verses. And you're like, how could you change it? Blah, 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 blah. You could change the beat. you could mess up the beat. You could have made the remix marketable in a different way. It's just lazy nowadays. I don't know. That just could be me. I strongly prefer the original to Touch Me. If the original song had Kehlani on it from the jump, that would be a different story. That would be a completely different story. If it was marketed just as a song with a feature, it'd be a different story. But because I know the excellence of the original song, and then with a very half-ass remix, it's just not, it's just because it's marketed as a remix, and it's to me, it's just the same song with an added verse. I don't appreciate it that much, okay? I don't appreciate it, the remix that much. But that's Touch Me, and that is Victoria Monét's Jaguar. We made it through. We made it through. We made it through. We made it through. Yay, guys. That was the album. Are you tired? I was very excited. I got very excited. I was very, very excited. But yes, that is Victoria Monét's Jaguar. 9 very, 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 very unique tracks. It doesn't take that long to listen to. I think the album I think it's like 40 minutes, something like that. It's not that long. And if it isn't obvious, I love this album. I could never rank it though. It would stress me out way too fucking much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could never fucking rank this goddamn album. There's too many elements, too much uniqueness to the album, and there's too many songs that I never skip. For real, like there's too many songs that I have to let play every single time I listen to it. That I feel like I would hurt myself trying to organize it. So if you're looking for a ranking, I'm so sorry I can't give you it. But my homework for my listeners this week: listen to this album and leave a comment on my SoundCloud or my YouTube or whatever. Tell me your thoughts, okay? Leave a comment about how you felt, or even if you listen to this album, tell me your favorite song. Tell me how you feel about my descriptions. Tell me if you like me doing like these album reviews and stuff. You can leave a comment, or you can DM me your thoughts on Reddit or Twitter. My DMs are open. Just don't be fucking weird. But yeah, that's Victoria Monét's album, and we're gonna head into the closer for the podcast. First up, we got the triple shuffle. Oh, if you thought I forgot, I didn't forget. If you guys weren't here last week, my triple shuffle is when I shuffled my playlist with all of my musical library, actually. So it has every single song in my playlist. I put that on shuffle, and then I give you 3 songs. So my first song I have is Nonstop by EXO. This album's good. I'm sorry, y'all. This is the album with Obsession and Jekyll on it, and Groove. This album's fucking good. I'm sorry. If you don't like EXO, that's fine. But this album is very good. And my first recommendation I have for my triple shuffle is Nonstop by EXO. My second recommendation, pod done. Look at me. Is Stuck by the Aces. I actually saw them in concert. I did. That was wonderful. That was a great time. Yeah. They were really good too. And this is a good song. And they make really good indie pop music. And that's all I have to say. My third song is... Oh, okay. This song is Watch Me by Little Brother from their album The Minstrel Show. They make really good music. Like, really good music. I might have to do one of their albums for one of my album reviews. Which brings me to my last topic for the podcast, because I have to wrap up very soon. Listen and stream Victoria Monét. Damn it. Okay. Listen to her, stream her on Apple Music, on Spotify, on YouTube. Fucking listen to her shit. She's very, very talented and wonderful. Okay. Comment from her album reviews if it's something you guys enjoyed. If you guys enjoyed my energy, my descriptions of the songs, comment for more. I really enjoyed doing this. This was very, very fun. But if you're gonna do it for now, I would like to do more Black artists for Black History Month. That would just be my preference. If you guys want another album review next week and you want another Black artist, recommend me something, because I listen to a lot of music. But if you got something new you want me to listen to, I'll get going on it. And that's what I got for you guys this week. We've been here for, oh my goodness, almost an hour and 30 minutes. I knew this one was gonna be long. But yes, that's what I got for my podcast this week. I thank you all so much for listening and sticking through with me. I really appreciate it. You guys are great. This was the Jool Effect podcast. I am your host, Julian. This will go up on my Soundcloud, YouTube, and I think I'm gonna upload this one on my Reddit as well. So that's all I got for y'all. But you guys have a good day. Be amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. There's a fucking dog barking. Oh my goodness. Shit. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna skedaddle. But you guys have an amazing day. I'm gonna see you. Bye.